Manchester City 5, Burnley 1. Was it a flattering 5-1 or a comfortable 5-1? I think it was more of a flattering 5-1, if I'm being brutally honest. Because for 55 minutes, we weren't particularly good. I think we were good for like the first 20. Then there was a bit of a half an hour period, like towards the end of the first half, where Burnley got into the game a bit. Obviously, they scored the goal. It's difficult to say whose fault it was for the goal. I think Donnarumma's positioning could have been a bit better. And Nunes lets the cross in. And Diaz could have put his foot in a bit better. But it is what it is. It's happened. But I was worried about Savinho today because there was rumours about him getting a new contract in the week. And we looked better when he went off and Oscar Bob came on. And I don't know how the Oscar Bob's third goal got put down as an own goal. I'll have to check that back on Match of the Day, because from what I could see, unless I've gone completely thick, basically, and I've lost my memory, I don't know how that's an own goal. But yeah, it's been put down as an own goal at the moment. Maybe it will change, but who knows? And then Haaland got 2 goals. Before those 2 goals, I think it was his most quiet game for City I've ever seen. He had that one chance towards the end of the game, and it was a save from Dubravka. Then not long later he got his first goal, and then not long after that he got his second. And he's the first. He's got the most goals from a Norwegian player in the Premier League now, and that's another record for him. I'm pretty sure there's no record out that he hasn't actually broke, other than Alan Shearer's. And oh yeah, he's still got the Champions League record to fight for, and get to that Ronaldo's level of Champions League goals, I suppose. I thought today's man of the match is difficult because I thought Nico O'Reilly was solid again. Even though I don't think he's man of the match, to be honest. I thought Nico Gonzalez played well. I thought Tajani Reinders played well. Doku played well. And Foden played well. But I don't know. There was just something about Nico G today, though. I thought he played really well, and Reinders, but I'm not actually sure. Maybe for this man of the match, I might give the viewers the final say, because I don't know. But I'm absolutely knackered, so it might not be the most in-depth match review. I think I've said pretty much all I want to say. We still gave up quite a few chances. Burnley did have that one chance at the beginning of the second half. I think it was deflected out for a corner, but obviously we got through it. I still think performances need to improve quite a bit. If we're to do well against teams like Liverpool. I know Liverpool lost today against Crystal Palace, which is brilliant. Sorry, I can't speak at the moment. So yeah, Liverpool lost today. Man United lost today, even though it doesn't really matter. It's only banter, because United are not going to get anywhere near the league title or even top 4. But Liverpool losing is good for us because we're 5 points behind them. Chelsea losing is good for us because now we're above them. And we've closed the gap on Arsenal a little bit. I think we a point behind Arsenal or something like that, but it might be 3 points tomorrow, or maybe 4. I don't actually know the points difference between us and Arsenal, but we're not far behind Arsenal, I know that. We've got Monaco in the week, and then I think our next league game is then Brentford, then it's an international break, then after the international break we've got Everton, then I think, is it Villa, and then I think we might have some Champions League game before Villa. But we've got some difficult games coming up. I think Villa will be tougher than what people say, because people will assume because they're doing badly we're going to walk over them. But we haven't done well at Villa Park for the last 3 years. We've got 2 losses and a draw there. And the last time we won there was in the 21-22 season. And that wasn't a particularly comfortable victory either. Villa played quite well in that game from what I remember. It was like one of Steven Gerrard's first games as Villa manager, and then we had that 3-2 game where Gundogan scored 2 and Rodri scored. That was one of the best games I've ever seen in Pep's City era. That one, I think that's an underrated City moment, City Villa, where we was 2-0 down and we won 3-2. I think that's arguably better than the Aguero. Maybe that's just my opinion, but yeah. Because I was a lot older for the Gundogan versus Villa than I was for Aguero against QPR 93-20. But that's all I've got to really say on today's game. Commemoration to Burnley. I thought they played well in spells, and I think there's a chance they could stay up if they just cut out like their leaky defence, because they did defend well in parts of the game, but then once they went 2-1 down on like the 55th minute, because that was when we started really playing well again, they just capitulated after the second goal. And at first, the second goal, I thought it didn't go in. I thought Dubravka got a touch and put it behind, but it went in, because I realised it went in when Nunes started celebrating. But yeah, come on the Blues. 5 points behind Liverpool. We've got 2 games left this weekend with Tottenham and Wolves playing, and Arsenal, Newcastle. So if those 2 teams don't win, we're the only Big Six side to win this weekend, which is something that hopefully happens. But if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. But it would be a nice feeling. And I will see you guys for another video soon, probably around Monaco. But I don't know, because I'm going to Oasis tomorrow at Wembley. Because I didn't get tickets for the July one, so I got them for the September one. It's a shame it's a Sunday night and not a Saturday night. But what can you do? There's nothing you can do, because that was the only tickets we could actually get. So I might put some shorts or even like a full-on video from that. But like in terms of like my next football video, it'll be around the Monaco game. So take care, everybody. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed these videos. If you don't enjoy these videos, then obviously don't subscribe. But I don't get why people subscribe and then unsubscribe. I get it's because they lose interest in your content. But I think they couldn't have been that interested in the first place if they lose interest like around the second time around, if that makes sense. But yeah, up the Blues. Come on. Ricky Hatton's Blue and White Army, 1 game at a time. Come on, City.